time to open up some packages. Let's get this stuff rolling. These. Okay, so as you can see, I got the big box from from Hustle Culture, and as you can see, not for Bean Boy. Got jelly beans all over it. We're gonna open this bad boy up real quick and see what we've got in here. I'm saving the box. I'm taking off my shipping label right now, and so we can save the box, because this is like a collector's box, I think. This is the first time they've ever done this. So okay, let's open this bad boy up. I'm gonna move this off to the side so that I can so that you can actually see me open and pull everything out. Okay, just a second. Sorry if my lighting goes wonky in a second. All right. It is, as promised, the green tin. Just a big green tin of art supplies. Wishing you a happy holiday. And as you can see, it's the green big art tin from Stuart Simple. So I can either open this now or I can open this for Christmas. That is a hard decision. It shows me right here what the contents are. So I could go ahead and take it out now or wait until Christmas and open it at Christmas. But that is a hard call. Huh. Gonna have to think about that. Okay, we are not at the table for this just because I could not be bothered to get up and go over there, basically. But we are, as I had showed you before Christmas, I did receive the Culture Hustle box of art supplies, and this is the tin that it comes in, the art tin. It's the green tin by Stuart Simple and Culture Hustle. I have taken a look inside, but I'm going to unbox it with you guys today. So let's completely open this baby up. I want to kind of preserve this ribbon, so I'm just going to stretch it to one side. I think I can do that pretty well. And look at that, I can do it with one hand. Okay, and then like I said, I've already opened this once, so. And like I said, I've already opened this, so everything's already been taken out of the plastic. But these all came in plastic wrapped, bubble wrapped containers and everything. And I've already taken them out. So I've got the Stuart Simple Neon Pink High Grade Professional Quality Acrylic Paint right here. I think this is the whole kit, the blue paint, neon blue. Neon yellow. Neon green. And this right here is the Heavy Metals collection. It's got gold, silver, copper, and black gold, and I'm going to try that out. And then we've got Super Base. This is like a base coat. Super flat, super matte acrylic base paint. So this is sort of like gesso, but it is even better. And then of course, oops, twisted a little bit, but we got black 3.0. This is the blackest, mattest, blackest paint in the world. And here is the tote bag we created just for the tins. Thanks for supporting the artists, Stuart Simple and Culture Hustle. And then, of course, on the back it says, "Not for Bean Boy." And we all know who Bean Boy is. So, put that to the side. This is something I'm very, very excited about, is the mirror paint. What's this? Straight glitter. Snow is snow fluff. Have fun with it. Use stick to aid to apply to sticky surfaces. Okay. And an ornament. I guess this is stick. Oh, there's stick. That's the glue.
Here's the box for mirror. I kept this in here because it's got the instructions with everything. And then I got red as the pigment, powder pigment. Some socks. Some stickers. Postcard. A sketchbook. A pencil. And finally, a letter that I've already opened. And this is the Cultural Artistic Licensing Body. And it's at a artistic license for £10 or $10 off your some artistic materials, artist art materials. That's all it was. But it's just a cute way of giving it a $10 coupon. A very cute cake. Yeah. So let's get to swatching. We're gonna swatch all of these real quick and see how they work. All right, so we are back ready to swatch, and I've got just a little bitty cheap brush here to swatch these acrylic paints, and we're going to swatch in the sketchbook provided. So reminding ourselves, these are not to share with Anish Kapoor. Let's go ahead and open her up and start. And I'm not gonna sharpen the pencil, because I mean, this is a pencil. See, it's a pencil. So I'm not gonna sharpen the pencil today. It's a shade on it. And we all know how well Stuart Semple can throw some shade. So let's just start swatching our lovely paint colors. I have gotten out some what's it called? A mix in for this to make it a paint, and then we will use the stick to put the snow onto the paper. So let's start with Super Base, since it is our gesso like. This is more difficult than I was expecting. Sorry, I stopped recording there for a second. Okay, that is Super Base right there. I'm cleaning off my brush real quick. And let's go on to let's go on to the heavy metals. We'll start with silver. There's a protective layer on it. Sorry, I cannot film me opening this. Is that a chunk or is that like actual paint? I think that's a chunk of something, of dried something. And that's going to overlap my Super Base. Oops. So that is the silver. That is this guy right here. And this bottle, it's not glass, but it's a very, very hard plastic. Yeah, they're very, very hard plastic. But they're not glass. They look like glass. But you can feel they're not cold like glass. Okay, so let's go to black gold.
This one I got on my fingers, so I'm just gonna smear my finger on the paper there. Okay. That's an interesting color, black gold. It's like a dark bronzy color. I'm gonna give it one more coat to see if it gets any more shimmer. Interesting. All right, let's do gold. Ooh, that one came off easily. Still have some black gold on me. Just a second. Okay, I did a gold swatch and it definitely needs 2 coats. So I'm going to do a copper swatch and then I'll come back and do a second coat of gold real quick and see what we get. So let me open up copper real quick. There we go.
You know, a lot of coppers come out rose gold, and this copper is it's a very warm red instead of a pinky. So I think this is a win for copper. And this one is just perfect. This one you can't see through. There's no, it's like the black golds. There's no see-throughness. Well, on camera it looks like it, but in person there's not. And it's just perfectly shiny and metallic. It looks great. And the teeny little bit that was on the lid was just enough for the swatch. So this goes a long way. A little bit goes a long way. I'm impressed with the copper. Not so much with the other colors, but the copper I am. Let's do another coat with the gold real quick and see if that can come up to snuff. I'm going to save this section right here next to the silver for the mirror paint because I know that this is good. Okay, so this is the swatch with one coat. This is the swatch with two coats, and the stripe across the top, if you can still see it, is when it was mixed with the black gold on my brush on accident. So I don't know if you can tell a difference on camera. I can tell a difference in person. This is definitely more gold down here. Anyway, okay, let's move on. Let's move on to the colors. Oops. Alrighty, let's do the colors now. So let's start with green, and we'll do blue, yellow, and pink. Where is pink? Pink. All right, let's do green first. Oops. Okay. There's the green. Clean off my brush. And then I'll grab blue. Looks like I still had some green in my brush. I'm so sorry. The blue is definitely not as opaque as the green was. The green wasn't that opaque, but it seemed that way because it's more neon. So let me see if I can get all of this paint off because we're going into a light color now with the yellow. Which is admittedly where I should have started. Okay, looks like no more color is coming off of my brush. hopefully that is completely true, because here I go into the yellow. And that is highlighter yellow. It looks much more opaque on camera than it does in person. It looks much more yellow than it does in person. In person, it kind of has a green-ish undertone to the yellow. But on camera, it just looks straight highlighter yellow. But that is very yellow. Okay, the last final one is the pink. Okay, yeah, that's all I could get off of the swatch. They've been sitting out for a little bit, so they're dried up. All right, let's get the blackest black and the mirror swatched real quick. Blackest black. I didn't know the blackest black was going to require a couple coats. Let me shake this and see if it... Yeah, it says, it even says shake well before use. Oops. Shake well before use. So, I should have shaken it. Oh, let's try. Okay, what I did was I just like bubbled some up onto the surface of it instead of getting some out of the cap. And let's see if that pigment is any darker. Oh, yeah, that's a little better. I mean, you can still thin it out to what that was. But it's like, it's sticking together more. And it's still drying just as fast. Oops, sorry. Yeah. That's much better. All right, there is the matte black. I'm happy with that. Now, let me clean my brush real good, and then we'll come back and do the mirror right beside the silver. Silver, disappointed, but that's okay. And then mirror. All right, we are ready to start with mirror, the actual mirror paint. So I've got a clean brush here, got the mirror paint, and I already cracked the seal on it, so let's pop the top. And I've already been warned that this is a solvent-based paint, so it smells. Lovely. So I'm going to set down the bottle over here and just use the tiny bit that we have in the lid. Because we only need the tiniest amount. And of course, on paper you need a lot more, but when covering a smooth surface, like metal or plastic, you just need the tiniest bit. Let me use both hands real quick. Okay, there's not enough in the lid. I'm gonna have to. Oh, that was dipping too much. I dipped too much. I dipped my whole brush. I don't know if you guys can see. There's just a river of mirror on my paper. Okay, when you paint with this, the solvent is going to soak through the paper if you're painting on paper. So be aware of that. And when you clean your brush, you are going to have to clean it with a solvent. So with mineral spirits. Okay, I am testing out the red pigment now, and I'm going to mix it with a little bit of gum arabic from Jacquard and see if it will form a paint medium type thing. See if I can get like almost like a watercolor medium. And I'm just going to mix it up here on this little tiny palette type thing. And if you're wondering what this is one of those things that comes in like a Kinder Egg thing that's to separate or Kinder Surprise to separate everything up. So, all right. I think that's good. That's well combined. So So that's what we've got right now. And I'm going to get my brush back out. Get just a little bit of water on the brush. And try to incorporate that. Okay. So I tried to do this already and got a very, very light wash. So I'm mixing up a little bit more pigment this time and seeing if it will do better. And I really don't know how this is going to work. I mean, obviously it's the rubber one is just not, doesn't like the paper anyway, period. I knew that would be the case, but let's see if this will make a suitable ink. That's nice. I mean, not crazy about it, but that's nice. I think what I would use this mostly for is as a mix in for my resin. So Yeah. Now the last thing we've got to do is to test the stick and snow. So let me open up stick real quick. I'm rinsing out the brush. Let me rinse the brush first. Now we're going to use stick, and we're going to stick on the snow. So let's open up stick real quick. Wait a second. Take that first. Now, this is the sticky powder coating potion. Apply one coat evenly with a brush. Wait 10 to 15 minutes for it to dry and be completely transparent. Add pigment to the stickiest stick using a sponge brush. Okay. We will do that. Let's use stick on this section right here. Okay, it does not take very much to coat an area. I only had to dip my brush in one time to coat that area, so it does not take much at all. And we will wait 10 to 15 minutes for that to be completely dry, and I'll come back to you to show you coating it with snow. Our lovely snow using a foam brush. And I'll probably actually use an eyeshadow brush. That's usually what I use when I'm applying glitter like this. So we'll be back in a split second. Okay, we are back, and we are going to now try we're going to try the snow on stick. It has been curing for the last few minutes, and let me go ahead and open snow real quick. I need 2 hands for that. Okay, we are back, and now we are going to go ahead and try snow on some stick. Stick has been curing for the last few minutes, and we're going to try and apply some of this snow glitter onto the stick using a sponge applicator. And I'm just going to use the kind of applicator you get in a standard eyeshadow kit. So this has never been used or anything, and I'm just going to use this, and let's see if we can get enough off of the lid insert to I'm just pulling off the I'm gonna just, instead of doing it this way, I'm going to just try to stick it like this. And the only reason I'm trying it like this is because I am pulling it off from the lid. This does not give you a, yeah, there you go. That's a better picture of how covered it is with the glitter. Because this is a clear and a silver glitter. That is a good stick. I like that. I think I might have to try that in some of my crafting and arting and everything. Overall, these materials have been quite enjoyable, and they will be very useful in my personal arting adventures. So I hope you enjoy this, and I hope you would like to join me on my adventures in using these materials. So this has been Brushstrokes and Butterflies, and just testing some new stuff. So I hope you enjoy it, and I hope to see you back soon. Bye-bye.